I spent about 6 months investigating the coming of independence on the hunch that there were some new things to say and different ways to look at that very historic moment. And I discovered that there were such things, and that most of the work done on the coming of independence focuses on the political story and on the Continental Congress and Jefferson's draft and Adams in the play 1776. 1776 takes some historical liberties, but it's still the way in which a lot of Americans come to know the story. There's also simultaneously going on down in New York, on Long Island and Manhattan, an invasion. The British are invading the American colonies, and Washington's the main figure down there, and the Continental Army is the main focus of that story. And what I came to understand is that those two stories, which are told separately, are really one story, and you have to put them together, and they interact, and that in one very crucial respect, it's the invasion that galvanizes American popular opinion for independence, which up until 6 months, 5 months before didn't exist. There was divisions, and there was a set of assumptions on both sides that we were going to find a diplomatic way out of this thing. And it was clear, and we'll talk about what this could have been, it was clear there was a way out. But that in May of 1776, Adams wrote a resolution on behalf of the Continental Congress sent to all the governors of the respective colonies, asking them to rewrite their colonial charters or constitutions as state constitutions. Now, if you're going to do that, that means you're ready for independence, obviously. It's a de facto referendum on independence. Each of these governors sent it to the legislature sent it out to the towns and counties in each colony. In Massachusetts, for example, they sent it to 46 towns. Guess what? We have the response for all 46 towns and the rest of the colony, or the counties in, say, Virginia as well. They all say the same thing. By the way, this is buried in a mid-19th century collection of documents called American Archives. They say 6 months or so ago, we could not have believed that we were reaching this conclusion because we regarded George III as our paternal figure, our friend, and though we were opposed to Parliament's authority, we thought he was with us and would protect us. Now, with this invasion, it's clear that's not true. And in truth, we have no decision to make. That he has declared independence of us. And there's no discussion of constitutional issues. That's, once you militarize the conflict, it moves to a different kind of political chemistry. And they have no choice. And so the book represents an attempt to tell that kind of story. And no event in American history which looks as inevitable in retrospect was more improbable at the time. And I want to catch that improbability and give readers a sense to recover what it looked, smelt, and felt like for the people participating.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.